All right, and we're live. What's up, everybody? Is Mr. Drew here to welcome you to another episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience. This is going to be episode 364. We're going to continue the Bayo study, working on my favorite set of pages here. I've been going through all these designs, and we're going to work on this one now. And the thing that's coming at the top of my mind is why didn't I start that on the last stream where we left off? Let me adjust the camera. And yeah, I was working on these on the last stream, and then on the last square, I was like, what, an hour? I had like hit my bedtime and it was past due, but I was like, I gotta finish up the page. So I continued another design with the last design I had worked on, and yeah, kind of wondering why I did that. I guess that's what happens when I kind of stick past my uh, right frame of mind. I forget the mission. I could have throw the design that I'm going to be working on now there. Oh well. We'll just start it on the next on this next page. We're already prepped, ready to go, and yeah, let's do it. Almost regrettable. I skipped. I skipped streaming last night, man. I've been watching. Is this straight? That's a little crooked. Let's see if I can straighten this out some. All right. So I'm all caught up on the Max dude playing Elden Ring. Go. All right. So yeah, since I'm caught up in all that stuff, like I can kind of stream. That's why I didn't stream last night, man. I've been missing kind of what's been happening. Oh wow. And yeah, so I was playing catch up, and then while I was playing catch up, man, that game is just so interesting. Everything about it. I was watching that, and earlier today, I had while I was catching coffee, I saw a video talking about the update on Cyberpunk, and I was just like, man, what FromSoft was able to do with the time that they had with Elden Ring, um, kind of represents what gamers want from their developers when it comes to uh, the games that they want to see how and perform and function and all that stuff, man. And it's just crazy to see. Crazy to see it actually done. You know what I mean? And I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm not even playing it. That's the crazy part, right?
actually got the weeks to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the feral plague in time. Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all
Oh wow.
scenarios, the feral war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreath before they could contain the swarm. So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the clan fix their home? I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to
Let's see.
future
One,
planting.
two, three,
The new
four,
crops aren't going to
five.
save the world.
One, two,
It's a
three.
must. It is. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. Turns out he was a member of Far Zenith.
There
But
we
if he
go.
loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it? The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee. Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
I'm gonna keep going till this one loses the exclamation point.
When we were at the facility where we found data, there were
One,
records that
two,
said
three,
Far
four,
Zenith
five,
built
six,
research
seven.
right near the Genesis.
So yeah, now that
State reactor unit chambers isn't
now that I'm done with that
I
one,
wonder
or
if
at
it's
least caught up on that, I'm went back to Rad Brad and watching his playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn, and you know, another great game, man. And I know like Strangers of Paradise and God of War be coming out, so there's stuff happening, and man, at least I can keep up with Horizon because there's enough dialogue and you know and stuff like that.
Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked. It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans and his ability to use omega currents
Go.
in the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity. Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
Go.
Aside from guided crime and thieves, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the feral plague reached it. Elysium. A place where Zero Dawn staff and their families lived to live
Oh
their
wow.
lives. Do you know what happened to it? Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then. Did the feral plague final? Unknown. My connection to the
There's
facility
that.
was
All
abruptly
right.
severed.
So yeah, with all the dialogue and him talking his way through playing the game, and you know the little bits of like looking up here and there, I'm able to keep up with that story without necessarily having to watch it. So it's like, okay, I can put that in the background, I can stream, I can do all that stuff. But you know, Elden Ring or FromSoft games, even though there is dialogue and stuff like that, it's very like minimal. So it was just yeah, it's something else. Oh yeah, I wanted to check something out. Oh no, I can't do it. Okay. Wanted to see if there was a way for me to zoom in the camera, just in case. Because even though I can't place it so close to the art, I was hoping, like, I wonder if I could zoom with the tablet. But it doesn't look like it. Anyways. That'd be pretty dope. That way, you know, you don't have to watch me from so far away. I mean, I got to keep the camera backed up because of the armature and the size, you know, the lengths of these pens and brush pens. You know, they're always bumping into stuff. But anyways, yeah, man. So yesterday I did all my videos. I got them prepped for like YouTube and my Patreon and things like that. And as soon as I was done, it was like, okay, I got a stream, but I'm watching the playthrough, and I was just like, man, I can't, because I know if I look away, something dope is gonna be happening, and I'm gonna miss out on it, just like I've been doing.
But kind of just, I wouldn't say taking my time with it, but not just spamming this game. I don't once I finish this game, I'll kind of be
And
over, but
yeah, I didn't want that to
great game.
happen.
The story
So
is phenomenal.
so I just sat back and I said, you know what? If I feel the need to, I'll start streaming later on. Like if it's just not entertaining, but man, it, it's so good. Especially the way that the man plays and everything. Even though, like I said, the game doesn't have much dialogue, so it's like, oh man, you look away for 5 minutes and you're like, where are we at in the world? One, two, wait, one, two, three, four.
It's good to hear your voice.
There we go.
Everyone, fire your pulses and sound off.
Oh my god. This thing is blinking. Did I do it right? In position of my cauldron, my pulse generator is blinking also.
It's all working. I'm in position and mine is too.
You as well. Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Yeah, the only thing I miss is like kind of the visual of the story as it's happening. But it's like, yeah, whatever. I can like glance up from time to time. So, there we go. All right. Oop, sorry, I'm bumping the camera. And my clips are declipping. Give me a second here. Oh, man. So, yeah, I literally just sat there and watched. I couldn't even tell you 16 hours maybe of Elden Ring gameplay footage. I mean, if the game's good, the game is good, you know? There we go. I like this design. It's actually pretty dope. We got our witch time, like on our belt. Kind of makes a little more sense. Kind of has like this punk rock vibe going on. Almost has like a Hellraiser vibe with all the straps going on.
I need something else new. I don't know what they're really using against this, doesn't it? There we go. And let's go. Rapid fire, baby. And one in. And one down. Let's go. I will say this thing does a lot of damage.
So yeah, I watch that stuff not even just for the entertainment factor necessarily. It's like it's certainly entertaining,
Let's
and
see.
it's certainly a spectacle to like take in, you know.
Throw it away from bayo. Trying to get away from her. Hold on.
But really, it has me while I'm doing this study to kind of help me with the clothing designs and the rendering of my own characters when I once I finish this and then I get back to doing that.
And one.
Um,
Should do it.
it's like taking these ideas that I have and really pushing them, you know.
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Anyway, Hephaestus case has been put in months of flip.
And seeing some of these designs that they have, even seeing how they're like the reused assets. The only FromSoft game I've ever really seen played was Bloodborne. I kind of watched the remake of the Demon Souls, but you know, I kind of fall asleep watching those, or at least the remake of Demon Souls. Gave it a couple shots and then I fell asleep twice, and I never really caught the ending.
Damn. Holy crap, some more of these. I feel like we're kind of in the end game area ever since we came over here. I think we're just going this way, right? Climbing up there, I'm guessing. There we go. Man, this has been a really fun game to play.
Force it out wherever it's going. Maybe it'll treat to the core.
Go ahead, collect
So
all
it's
these
like
resources.
Bloodborne's the only one that I've like is the one game I spent enough time with, and it's obviously very different from like the setting at least is very different from all the other settings of the other games.
That's this. That's not good.
Is that everything? That is.
I'm not sure if we can go anywhere else. I was gonna say if we can jump down and land on that. Can I make that though? Here we go.
Where you at?
Attached to your focus gate. Remember, it's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Oh, this
Here's your
thing.
clicker. I'm almost there.
Here we go. Open this up. Almost. Yo, she's actually trying. I see. Oh, hold on. Let's do it again. There we go.
So yeah, I mean, the way I see it is
Yo, I love
this is going to be kind of the really the only times I can really catch these things, so I'm just going to take the opportunity while I have it.
kind of like no
Because I know once it passes, just like everything else, it's going to be something that happened, and now I may not
all of this stuff.
pay attention to it and really not take in what it is. So it's like, man, I really just want to enjoy these things while I can, even though I really am trying to catch up on my streaming schedule and everything like that, and you know my production schedule for my IP and my own story and everything like that. Like a lot of things have taken a hit from this study. Um, but it's not a reason to stop or quit necessarily. What, especially now that I'm just now getting to these pages that I really wanted to get to, because as you could see from the layout from the beginning of the stream when I showed you, uh, it's what nine pictures just flat on the page, and it's like, yep, we did these designs. You know, all the other ones are studies and textures and this, that, and the other, and these are all just pure, like, nah, these are designs. Like, these are just like, we were experimenting with so many ideas, and you know, lets you know how important it is when you go to create an entirely new character.
My energy processor's cracked. Without a way to separate it and there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if
How much work may need to go into it?
I think that could work.
And my issue, I mean, aside from the inexperience that I have professionally in the field,
Personal moving and storage team for moves across town or across the country.
there we go.
There should be an emoji panel overhead in the central front.
think so? We should take all these machines first.
Oh shit. Before I go any further. So yeah, whenever I watch that, at least Elden Ring. Oh, you know what? Sekiro was the game that got me into their games in the first place, just because of the whole Japanese aesthetic. So I shouldn't say Bloodborne is the one that has. I guess Bloodborne was the one that was like outside of my interests that brought me in, just because of how cool it was. And I was watching Max Dude's lore playthrough, which was like his second or third time playing that game. So with that, it was like, oh, okay, it's
Sounds like it fled to another chamber. Well, I better not get comfortable.
so. So, anyways, I'm just really enjoying all that. I feel a little bad that it's taking me away from here when I know I need how much I need to actually be putting into this in order to get myself back to where I want to be. But I would like to think that by the time I get back to my stuff, hopefully I'll have to do like less studies. There might be little things here and there. I mean, because it's more than just character studies and clothes and all this stuff. Like, the whole point of this study is the whole fashion element and how many different designs on the same character. Um, because I'm going to be working on a whole multitude of characters, and some of them I have more fleshed out in my head than I do others. And I think that's what I mean about watching all this FromSoft stuff is like I have monster characters in my world, but I'm looking at them now, at least the ones that I've kind of tackled, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of basic. They're kind of not like what I mean by basic is they kind of represent old ideas, the old aesthetic of video games, art style, and all that stuff. Like they're just kind of old school. And not that they're bad or anything, not that there's anything wrong with the old school, but I think if I take my time to try to create uh, take my time to create a better characters than better character designs and be able to meet the future when it happens once I'm getting around to actually making the comic and telling the story and then going hopefully people will look at them and not just say, oh, these characters are basic looking, but like they're dope looking and they want to see them animated, which would be the next step is to get all those unique characters and animating them to the point where it's like, oh,
Well, here we go again. Here, I'll take a sec.
so yeah, I've it's really feeding my imagination as far as like how far I can take these design ideas, especially since I have like aliens and all this other stuff that I'm like working that I, have to design and things like that. It's just like, man, if I have aliens, make them look alien. I have plenty of humanoid characters to create that humanoid look. It's like, man, give me some aliens. Get me some monsters, but like for real. Don't just get me a humanoid figure with some monster features on it. Actually, get me a monster that's gonna like do the job and be monstrous. So yeah. So I'd like to think that this sort of study will at least help me on characters, and future studies will probably still have to be on things of like just capturing specific aesthetics of like culturals or cultures, and so that way I can learn to apply them on a mass scale of props and environments and things like that. Like I imagine that won't be going away anytime soon, but hopefully there's going to be a lot of time between then and now.
Hey, this is my nemesis slide. Aloy, I just registered a huge energy surge back in the projection chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
This is amazing. We must have finished it. Powerful. Whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I can distract the machine.
Oh, sounds like something heavy's happening in that game.
Be safe.
Headed back over there now. Kind of crazy talking to Beta like that. Come on. Slaughter's fine. You kidding me?
Personal moving and storage team for moves across town or across the country.
We get this going. Let's go faster.
And yeah, kind of wish I'd worked on this design on the last stream. Would have definitely served more of a purpose than that last drawing that I did. But hey, man, that's what's gonna happen. You gotta learn from this stuff, right? That's what it's all here for. Learn from it. So next time I'm like, it's past my bedtime, I can at least be like, make sure you draw the right thing. All right. forgot to do that.
There should be one more note still right. Good. Stand by. Consider your best respect.
See if there's anything else I can search. Sometimes on these big enemies like that, you can like collect stuff from like 2 or 3 different areas after you defeat it. Oh, I should probably hold on. Let me help around here a little bit. That should be good. Here goes nothing.
No more hiding, Hephaestus. Guys, back in the core. Make sure it's safe. I'm heading back.
All right. Whew. Excuse me.
Couldn't have done any of this without you.
Oh, I'm all crooked on the page over here.
Assuming this is the right way to go. I'm hoping it is. This is the only area that leads us there, so we should be fine. Hey, that was a lot of enemies in that area. I will take. Oh yeah, they're right up there. Perfect. Alright, kind of what we were in the beginning. I feel like I might have to fight something else out here. But I feel like that was the boss of the area, you know?
Okay.
Bayo, establish the weapons. To complete the immersion, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Oh, look at them all working together. Man, it has been raining on and off again all day long over here. Whoops. Oh, damn, homie killed Varl like that? Oh man, to get the asses handed to him just for some of the backstab to help him out.
him like that. He's been in the game since the first one. That's crazy. I'm surprised they actually did that.
We are all about variety. Pizza and oven-baked sandwiches? Delicious. Pasta and breakfast? Delicious. Choose any tier or more and order now at Domino's.com.
Okay.
Into a new day, where we will take on ever fascinating. That new day is yours to own and yours to be proud of.
I don't know a lot of YouTubers that do like these type of videos. Like I know there's people who do gaming and stuff, but they'll do like live streaming or whatever. I mean, as far as having like 30 or 40 or even 50 videos on a series, or maybe more, to have a sustained audience for the duration of that means the world to me. That means for however many hours you watch me play this game, and that's insane to me. So the fact you have a choice to not watch also means a lot. Really can't thank you enough for all the likes and support. We only have a few parts left. Love you all. Let's get it.
Babe,
Damn.
where am I?
You're late. You took quite a hit when your eye attacked you. I imagine you must still be afraid.
Right. I wonder if I can fit her portrait
The understand detectives here.
in the rest of this space. I only have a little bit of time left, but
Listening to